We got to welcome John Hayden back to the table, baby. He's a journalist for 31 years. He now focuses on hyper-local reporting covering LGBTQ plus issues, Wilton Manors, Lauderdale by the Sea, Fort Lauderdale, and Oakland Park. You can see all his reports at Greater Wilton Manors on YouTube and Facebook. So, John, the Gay Men's Chorus annual Pride concert is next Friday. I can't believe it's almost here, June 19th. But this is no ordinary concert. Tell me what's happening out.
You're right, Faye. It is a special concert indeed. This marks the 10th anniversary of the Pulse nightclub massacre. 49 dead, 53 wounded, and a community scarred forever. The first act will be a new work titled Amor Eterno, a requiem for Pulse. The piece was commissioned by the chorus and will make its debut at the show. It was written by LA-based composer Sonder Choi. A native of the Philippines, he moved to America to pursue the American dream. He told me that vision was shattered by the Pulse murders.
And I think when Pulse happened, that was my fourth year since moving to the US. I was still at school. I was doing my master's, but my master's program at USC. And I was in a city where I could I relatively had the freedom to express my gender identity. And when that happened, I think it kind of broke some sort of glass. It kind of broke that version of a free America a little bit for me as an immigrant. And I was just really affected by that at that time. I wrote a piece called American Breakfast. And the text basically likened gun shooting because it was happening so often that it's like breakfast in America. And so I had a piece called American Breakfast that responded kind of to that event.
Tickets for the show on June 19th at the Broward Center are still available at GMCSF.org. And you can see my full interview with Sonder at Greater Wilton Manors on YouTube, and it really is worth a watch. The way he goes into detail about how he draws inspiration from Brahms' Requiem, also known as the German Requiem, and talks about how each of the 7 movements will sort of mirror that, and how this, while many requiems at the time and still today focus on the dead, this one focuses on the mourners, the people who survived, the people who lived, and deal with this. So it's going to be a very moving concert. Not easy, perhaps, but certainly important.
But important, super important. And the Gay Men's Chorus of South Florida, they don't do anything like want, wishy-washy.
Right.
Let's stay away from that because we shouldn't talk about that. That's not how they roll, right? They are going to present what they need and feel we need to feel and need, right? So Pulse happened. And we haven't had like a commemorative kind of concert or anything like that in our area in a long time. And it's really needed and it should never be forgotten. That being said, I also was promised like some pop music. I was also promised like some get up out of my seat and dance music. That's what Edward told me.
Yeah.
So is that still going to happen
also?
The
second half is going to be a much more upbeat celebration of queer culture, queer music. I don't know the playlist, but think I'm Still Standing and Staying Alive and all that fun stuff that celebrates our community. So yes, definitely go out during intermission, get a wine, get a cocktail, come back and get ready to rock out queer style.
Okay, so there's still some tickets left. We can go to GMCSF.org.
There are some, yes. They're playing the Broward Center, the big room, and it's the first time they've had this size venue because they knew there was going to be a lot of demand for it. So yes, absolutely, get your tickets.
I love that. All right, Queer News Tonight looks forward to seeing you at the Gay Men's Chorus of South Florida annual Pride concert on June 19th. And there is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.